So like that's why they're like, but they studied the like wizard stuff, so but they sort of combined the two.
Like, Abby said her name more than 3 times, so she appeared. Hi, Mist.
My
I
love!
don't think she realizes she's muted.
I know I'm muted.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I also tagged her. So.
Um, I would try. I would try the music bot one more time. I swear to God.
Is it not working?
Nope. Nah. I swear to God, I didn't break anything, so please no one yell at me for that.
I mean, there's no point asking for people not to yell at you. They're just those make people yell at you.
I know. As soon as you guys are ready, press R in chat, and we will start.
I have the fucking campaign open. I don't have Scoria open. I should probably do that.
I pulled up all of Nyla's different personalities. I pulled them
Get it
all
ready
up.
now.
Especially because I got a roll at the start of the campaign.
At the start of
Yeah,
session.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh my God, my eyes. My eyes
features.
hurt.
What? Why wouldn't I typed, but it has Nyla as typing.
Did you accidentally click me?
No.
It says
I
Ignia's.
don't think he can.
Yeah, it says Ignia's in it, so he shouldn't be. Mist, you look like you've been putting a table together for 3 hours.
She looks beautiful. Shut your whore mouth.
I never said it was a bad thing. I literally just got out of work.
I had the
1, 2, 3. Haha. Okay.
I know Frisky's not being in today, right?
No, she's out of town right now.
Okay, that makes more sense. Why she never replied.
I mean, she doesn't check Discord often to begin
I was
with.
like, I have to hound her to check Discord. So.
Even if pinged, I don't think she really checks. So she's like, oh.
No, she says on her phone that she doesn't get the notifications. And
She
she's on
might
her.
have. You can suppress at mentions, so she might have done that and forgot about it.
I'll have to check her Discord settings. I don't look in her phone because I don't want to find half her nudes.
Fair. Fair. That's a reasonable concern.
Oh, there it is. That's fine.
Every time I go on her phone, I find things I don't want to see.
Ooh, woo.
Fair. I have both male and female friends, so I would not want to look in the pictures on their phone.
Okay.
Because they, yeah.
Are we streaming right now?
What was I say? The starting soon screen is up. I don't know if my audio is going through. I was gonna say, could one of you guys do me a quick favor where it says journal entries? Can you click on it really quick and see if there's a folder that says readme?
Yes.
Is there a file in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
I'm already reading.
No reading. You can't read anyways.
He can read.
No.
Just not very well.
I'm not trying to be mean, but Valerian reminds me of that kid when you do popcorn reading in school, and when they get to that person, you're like, oh my God, we're gonna be here for a minute.
I could talk, I just can't read.
I can talk.
But here's the funniest thing. Don't ask why I know 6 languages.
How the fuck did you learn 6 languages?
Look, you can know multiple languages and be illiterate in them.
Very valid.
I know 6 languages. I guess 5. It counts telepathic as a language.
Do I have any mutual languages with you other than common?
I don't think I've ever played a character that has more than 3 languages, like knowing.
I know 5. I have a feeling that obviously 2 of them are going to be very common for me, and the other 3 I'm not so sure. I just did it based off the lore.
Spring season knows 4 languages.
Scoria knows 4. I mean, 5. Scoria actually no, Scoria knows 4. Yeah, Scoria knows 4.
Common, Draconic, Dwarvish.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
what? 3 extra languages. Everyone has common. I got
My spring
dwarves.
season only knows 1 extra language because of her class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Well,
think everybody's ready except for Mist.
She was
thumbs
looking
upping.
for 5.
Okay. I'll kick off this candle. We're live. Yeah. Anybody want to do a recap of last session, or do you want me to do it? It's not a lot.
That's
I am content with.
we nearly.
I'm not sure where I was going with that actually.
If
Didn't
Mist,
you say?
if Mist
didn't-
knows the recap, that would make me more amazed because I never posted a VOD for the last session.
Well, didn't you not have your audio on for like
Yeah.
2/3 of the 2/3 of the stream?
Yeah.
So it's just been.
It started halfway through Zoran's thing that I realized it was off the entire time. Just that.
We came back to town. Spoke with a drunk tiefling.
I tried to attack
Yeah.
Jade.
So
Yeah.
a full recap, because I'm getting the coach. I don't understand what the play is. Look in players' faces. You guys left the city of Pentecost, accompanied by 2 of the guards who were sent to Namora to train fully as Justicars. While riding back, Nyla, in her ever spontaneous popping of seasons, changed back to summer. Riding back, you guys got pretty heated, an argument ensued, and a very special person to Nyla appeared, calming her down and stopping you guys from destroying your own cart in player-on-player combat. Losing a flower.
Zeus,
Yeah.
Hades, Poseidon, onwards!
All of us learning that Zoran apparently can't count his wolves properly or remember their names. Making
He
your
was
way.
just testing out names for his dragon.
Yes. Making your way back into the city, though. You guys found out as a group, you only need 1 ID to get back in. Not a full team. Everybody doesn't have to have their ID. But as soon as you guys got into the city, M decided to flew the coop, so to say, jumping out, disappearing into the wild night of the city. Making your way though back to the guild hall, you guys all essentially became full members. All of you got your pay except for 2 of you. One who ran out as soon as you got a certain letter. Another.
He didn't even look at the letter. He just knew what it meant and fucking left.
The other, just not being with the group apparently, not caring about getting paid or not. But as you guys kind of took this time to rest, relax, enjoy your time, Valorian made his way back to his order's headquarters in a rushed ceremony because it was midnight when you guys got back. Valorian himself was given his Drakeling, naming it. Oh, I gotta have this somewhere.
He wrote it in chat.
Shh.
I found it. Goodmagir. I want to say I say that correctly.
Guma gear.
Gumagir. name it hit Gumagir, a very gold drakeling. He took his full oath to become a warden. As you all bedded for the night, one of you in particular didn't have a very
Oh,
one of you in particular did not have a very helpful sleep of night, as you kind of reflected on your actions for the day.
last we left off, I was being carted around
Yes, and
and being drawn on.
yeah, three of you were not only drinking your night away, celebrating. Um, the head of the your head receptionist brought out the marker after someone passed out from drinking. But going away from that, we are going to start with someone who is not with the group, not in the guild hall. M, you are wandering the streets. If possible, can you roll me a d4? I see a roll. I see no results.
I got a 1.
1. You are wandering the streets of Shabuta, trying to find just a cozy alley to kind of make your night. What is M doing while she kind of just hangs out?
Wait, sorry, where is everybody?
They are in the guild hall. So
Alright, I'm just gonna be on the alley right beside the guild hall. I'm just gonna sleep right outside. I wasn't gonna really wander around.
okay. But chilling outside the guild hall, even though it's late at night, it's about 12:30. People are still hustling and bustling around. People are still walking. As you're kind of just hanging out there, you do get the occasional drunk that walks by. Is there anything special you're going to be doing? Anything in particular?
No, just sleeping.
Okay. As you fall asleep. Actually, I gotta roll this. Where's my 8? As the morning hours start to hit, someone trips over you. What do you want to do?
Nothing. Like, just lay there.
As you're just laying there, a book falls next to you. The person just kind of continues on as it's now 6 o'clock in the morning. That kind of being a little annoying to you. The person just kind of walking off. The sounds of for all of you, even though your guys' rooms are now on an ethereal plane, except for Zoran, who also is at his headquarters, I believe. Correct? You guys still hear the sounds of the city coming through your door. Early adventurers are waking up. Is there anything anybody wants to do special in the morning?
It's no longer taking care of my egg. I have a dragon to take care of, and I'm taking care of my dragon.
How hungover am I? And where am I waking up?
Roll me a con save really quick.
Oh boy.
Roll it at disadvantage. 'Cause that's how strong that stuff is.
Well, I already rolled one at disadvantage. That's the exact same. Those are the exact same 2 results I rolled last time. I'm pretty sure.
The hangover is pretty bad. For some reason, all you have is a pounding headache, a little bit of dry heaving, and your mouth tastes like, when you get peanut butter stuck, and it feels really dry after that. Yeah, that's what your mouth feels like.
There's a pitcher of water in front of us. There's still
Yes.
water. I don't have. Is there a mirror? How bad
in
is
your
it?
room, yes, there would be a mirror in your room.
How bad is it? He knows what happens to the guy who passes out at parties. Like it's not his first rodeo. He's chugging the pitcher of water.
Ignia, what would you have drawn on him?
Flowers.
He's not even mad about that.
Flowers.
What would a poppy grown on him?
What? You have flowers on your cheeks, on your forehead. One is a giant L between your eyebrows. And above your eyebrows, though, it says water nymph. Which to a fire genasi is kind of an insult.
Can I burn the ankle?
You can actually, yeah. Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
That's what he'll sort of just. That's sort of what he'll do. Sort of just light up and sort of do like a. I feel like that's how he washes his face. Like he just burns it off.
Just imagine like just wiping it off and you just hear sizzle.
Just like he just like heats up his hand and just fucking and his forehead at the same time and just applies pressure and basically wipes it clean.
Did I get to work? Nope. Never mind. That was missed. Um yeah, as you clean it all off, it kind of stains a little bit, but a couple wipes after it goes off.
Yeah, he's just sort of.
There is something special though. In your room, there is 2 gold coins. Right next to the
Are
water
they-
pitcher.
Oh, is it particular gold coins or just 2 gold coins?
Regular gold coins.
Okay.
Um
And is there any indication to who they're from or no?
no. But you were told yesterday that part of you guys joining the guild hall was you guys would get an allowance of 2 gold a day.
Oh, he was probably he'd probably
This is
yeah
before
take
you
a
started
lemon.
drinking, also, just
Yeah,
FYI.
yeah. No, so probably his first thought was about that. He's like, oh, 2 gold. He's like, yeah, I guess he'll head downstairs after he polishes off the entire pitcher of water to help with the pounding headache and to get some hangover food. Get some nice breakfast. So.
Nyla, Ignia, what are you two doing?
So I rolled my d4 and I got a 3, which is spring. So Nyla would wake up on the floor in her little garden area of her room, which now the room looks very different than the war style that Summer had. It's very green, very floral, full of life and flowers. A lot of flowers. So many flowers. But anyways, she's basically awake, bouncing around, going back and forth. She will take one of the flowers that was meant for her friend, and she'll stick it in her crown, and she'll head downstairs for breakfast.
Something special though, before you head down, is yesterday when you were going to sleep, you as a player remember that there was a happy face made out of particular flowers, contrasting the bright red flowers that were littering your room. This time, it is a soft blue colored flower, spelling the word smile.
And she's smiling.
Make your way down. Ignia, what are you doing?
She's gonna get up and give a big old stretch before heading downstairs for breakfast. So she'll be big.
Okay.
Get more food when you're big.
Exactly. Valorian, what are you particularly doing?
I am currently probably petting my dragon. I am currently feeding my dragon. I am doing everything when you get a new pet. And my focus is on that this morning.
Okay. As you're playing with your dragon, that sounds weird. You are several other order members come to say hi just early in the morning before they take off. Just wanting to look at the new Drakeling. Lucian also is one of the people that stops by, just telling you, hey, be sure you don't overfeed your dragon. They will throw up or crap on you. And it doesn't get out of your scales easily.
I nod.
But going back to the tavern, M, what are you doing after you wake up?
She's just gonna get up and walk around to the front door and lean outside for everyone, like waiting for people to come outside.
Okay. Um, as you're just waiting there, you're watching people just leave. No one really is particularly coming in. If they are, it's like an adventurer who steps outside, pats himself on his side, and is like, "Oh shit, I forgot my axe, or I left my keys," and runs back inside. Some of them greet you, saying hello, good mornings, um, and about like 20 minutes pass. The rest of you that are staying in the guild hall come down. You guys are given a really hearty breakfast: potatoes, pancakes, waffles, bacon, sausage, eggs. The head chef is a fishman, a Triton today, named
Oh.
Alistair Morningstar. He kind of just smiles at everybody, kind of just setting the same plate next to each other, um, with a sign at the end that says "Pay later." Yeah. Do you guys all sit at the same table? Do you guys try to go out? What do you guys want to do?
Nyla, being in the season of spring, will be super cheerful at everybody. Good morning! And just
It's just it's not me. It's remembering
Scoria.
what it's like to have a hard hangover, and then a morning person walks up, and you're just like, "Aw."
Fuck me.
Like he knows he deserves it for drinking the fucking demon fucking whiskey. Like so.
But seeing that not everybody is in the party, um, she'll just be like, where are Valorian and M?" And she's just like looking
Uh,
around like why haven't they joined them for breakfast?
well, Lion ran off to get his egg uh, last night. I haven't seen him since we got back to town.
Nyla's looking at her food, looking at the party, looks at her food. She's like, I'm gonna go find him. I got money to give her anyway. And she just is hopping on out.
I have money to give. He's gonna grab just like a handful of bacon and just start eating it. See if helps her out. He'll leave like actually he'll just leave the couple of gold he found on his fucking bedroom table on the table to cover the food.
Ignia, are you following them, or are you just sitting there watching them make decisions for their day?
Oh, I just got the letter of introduction for
Yes, you have that on your person.
Yeah.
Ignia would have returned the hello with the equal amount of energy put into it,
Oh yeah.
causing probably more of a headache for.
Scoria.
No, it's like
No, she likes to hang out with them, so she'll probably just grab a couple apples and walk with Now.
are you like big?
I'm big.
Oh, you're big. Okay. We've seen you small more than we've seen you big, so like, yeah. Okay.
As you guys make your way out, Poppy kind of stops all three of you. Just to let you guys know, Jade took off earlier. Said she had some business out in the Marcello quarter. Said I'll get up. She'll be back. I don't know.
Nyla shrugs. She's like, well, I hope she doesn't get caught by her parents. And she keeps walking.
Poppy just kind of just stands there like, I'm not a fucking babysitter.
No, like Scoria just like he wouldn't have any inclination it was Poppy who drew on him, right? Was he already out by that point?
Oh, he was
I
out.
think you were
He
passed
was. He was.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe how drunk you were.
Oh no, that's fine. Okay. He doesn't say. He just says hi.
Yeah. As you guys make your way out, you see the three of them walk out of the building. kind of oblivious to the fact that you're standing next to the door.
Oh no, Scoria's eyes are mostly shut because the sun hurts.
It is bright. I'm just putting it out
Yeah.
there. It's a bright sun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nyla's gonna turn around and she's gonna pluck like 2 flowers from her crown and put them over Scoria's eyes. Be like, sunglasses for you!
As
Take them.
as you turn around, you do see M right there. I don't think she's. Are you hiding at all? No, right? Yeah, you see M just posted up, leaning against the wall, watching your chaotic messes kind of act around.
Ugh.
The moment she sees them, she's running up to him. She's like, I got things for you! I got things for you!
Oh my god, you have too much energy.
Yeah.
You do realize it's like 7 a.m.
That's not the point. I got things for you. And she hands M
What's her
120.
name?
She
A
hands
miracle
M
for everyone.
120 gold and 5 platinum.
M hands it back to you.
No, this is your money!
No, it's a gift. You have it.
But it's for you!
No.
You're going so high, your mic's not picking you.
Use it to buy yourself a coffee.
Oh.
That's a lot of coffee. Or it's the most expensive coffee ever.
Right? I'll take all that coffee, please. She'll be like, well, thank you. And she'll give M a hug.
M will
Said-
not hug her back. She'll just kind of
That's-
have that like, oh my god, someone's touching me.
It's like, here, buy yourself a $200 coffee. Like,
Hey man, I've spent some money on some coffees before. There's some really good coffees out there.
Ignia walks up to M and holds out one of the spare apples.
She will take that. she'll start munching on the apple. But she won't say thank you.
That's fine.
Damn. As you guys are kind of just standing there awkwardly, more other hunters are walking by, saying good
Victoria's just
morning.
trying to adjust to the sunlight. Right now.
I gave you things to cover your face.
I'm gonna have
Can
to
you
deal
see
with it
through
sooner.
those?
No, not really.
Okay.
Also, they're liable to catch flame. They're very liable to catch flame.
Valorian, how long are you gonna be petting your dragon?
Well, I think at some point I'm starting the new routine of just making sure my dragon's fed in the morning and petting it. I actually do think I do want to leave the my guild hall. I don't. I guess I'm gonna go do some shopping.
Okay. Because you stay in Parochial, there's a bunch of shops by you. You did tell me something that you wanted to buy. I will get that list ready because I have it somewhere and I have like thousands of notes.
Cool. Do you have a list for magical items I might be able to purchase?
Isn't there already a list of magical items that you can purchase?
Well, what's available, I guess.
Oh.
I have.
Also, I might have cooked up some stuff.
I'm not saying anything. I will say this though. Roll me an investigation check so that way you can find out which shop you go to, because I have different shops having different stuff.
Hell yeah. I am proficient in this. And by proficient I mean it's not a minus.
Minus. Fantastic.
You make your way to Gallagher's Magical Emporium in Parochial.
Gallagher.
It is spelled exactly how you think it's spelled. I spelled Emporium wrong, I know it. But as you make
Why is it under me?
I don't. Oh, I have you clicked. That's why. Wait.
Because we're all playing you. That's the
Wait,
secret.
wait. Now you're me.
I know.
Do I need to pull up Forge? I just realized I don't have it open.
No, you don't need it.
Okay.
But in the Galagar's magical emporium, you do find a very, very swankily dressed goblin. Three-piece suit, top hat, cane, gold tooth. As he has not opened the shop yet, but he is standing out front with a sign that says 10 p.m. or 10 a.m.
10 p.m. Jesus fuck. Ken's waiting for the long.
Well, here you go. It's funny. I mentioned it earlier, legitimately. Out of all the languages I knew, I'm actually going to say a greeting in Goblin. Because I know Goblin. Ta-da!
You see his ears perk up as he turns around and looks at you with a scowl. You can wait.
I'm gonna telepathically tell my dragon to be like, look as cute and innocent as possible, and like make it pretend that it likes the goblin.
I'll buy that for 300 gold.
Clearly, this is how we speak like goblin. No,
Yeah, he offers.
yeah.
Yeah, he offers to pay 300 gold for the goblin or for the dragon,
No.
but he does tap his cane does tap the sign that says 10 a.m.
Well, I got plenty of some months to spare, you see, and I will actually pat my pouch, which definitely has a lot of gold in it.
I have some more for you, actually.
As you pat your pouch, he looks at you again and just says, "Wait, I'll open when I open."
That's a-
I nod. Thank you for your time. It was quite weird to try to talk like that.
Oh yeah, I hurt my
Have a
throat.
good rest of your day.
Kind of nods, walks back, opens his door and walks back inside. As the rest of you, any plans? Any of you guys got an idea what you're gonna do?
I mean, Scori has an idea about this. Anyone have anything specific on their plate this morning?
No,
Nyla did the one thing she wanted to do. So she is willing to go anywhere or do anything.
Um,
She's gonna start walking in a random direction if no one stops her.
I wasn't here last session, so based on it, was there anything we were supposed to be doing?
Nope.
no.
You guys
No,
have
this-
free reign of the city.
So basically, what we can do is, since most of us are members of the guild, we can enter like certain shops and get some sort of discount on items that we may want to buy or things like that.
The Villa Guild was it over here?
The Anvilla is in Harbortown.
Harbortown? Oh, it's
Yeah.
Harbortown.
So
Okay.
right where my thing's at is where the guild hall is.
Well, I need to go visit the boat in Harbortown. And he holds up the envelope he has. Said it was what, a half orc or orc?
It
Sure.
is. I actually have this listed somewhere. It should be a full orc.
Full orc, yeah, because she mentioned something last night about being thrown out by an orc.
Yes, he is a full orc.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna head in that direction. I don't know how eventful it's going to be, but
Nyla actually is going to wander. God damn it, this way. I don't think, like towards the mountain.
yeah.
You guys can split the party, just FYI.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Just any place we want to meet up later, just back here or
The main guild hall.
you know,
Ignia, are you okay with that plan?
Yeah.
we're all just
M.
gonna sit warmer.
Is there like a central town center? I don't know, like a place that's kind of in the middle
That would be Yulvi, which is the more government
of all the
section.
shopping.
Oh, of all the shopping, each district has their own like little shopping hub. You guys are actually standing in the main shopping hub of Shabuta. It was kind of built around the guild hall. Parokal has a very large building that is called the Trading Center. That is more for regular people, less magical. Marcello has its own magical center where you're gonna find a higher amount of magical items. And Harbor Town is actually built around the Anvilla Guild.
Okay, so like where everybody's going shopping, there's like a little center of town. That's all I'm asking.
Center.
Okay, she's just gonna find a bench and she's just gonna sit down. How
I'm
about
like,
that? We'll make it simple. I'm just trying to find an area to sit down.
Yeah, no, there's benches everywhere. I'm just gonna point that out too.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sitting on a bench.
As you sit on the bench, Scoria, you take off one direction. Nyla, you take off the other direction. Ignia, you're given a choice of where to go.
Ignea's just gonna wander around blindly, just for fun.
Oh no.
Okay, everybody's going in a different direction. Gotcha. All right, I need you guys to do me a favor really quick. Everybody roll me an initiative, because I'm gonna go in that order of who's going where, or who's going first. Beat him by one. Okay.
I rolled exceptionally.
Yeah, the only one who doesn't need to roll, obviously, is M, because she is not going anywhere.
Just like,
She is just
this
sitting
a
there,
nice,
people watching, essentially.
This is a nice bench.
Well, I was trying to ask if there's like a bunch of shops surrounding like a central like fountain where I could just sit and watch the whole party, but
Oh yeah, no,
I'll just take a
We're all
roll.
going
no,
in
they're
different
going in different
districts of the
directions. Like
I got that now. Thank you. But that's what I was trying to ask initially. But
Sorry.
if not, I'll just sit on a bench.
Sorry. Yeah, you watch them all kind of take off. You just watch people starting to set up for another day of the festival. These are the waning days,
It's
so
still
there's a lot less
festival.
stuff.
Still festival stuff going on.
But starting with Scoria, you are walking towards the Harbor Town area. A lot more industrialized. Everybody's been up since 4 a.m. because of the fishing industry. It has caused a lot of other shops to just open early just for safety's
Like,
sake. Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that Fisher can stop by on his way to work.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
A lot of the people in this district are very rugged. The people you are passing by look like they've been up all day already, and it's barely 7 a.m. There's a lot more Tritons in this area and a lot more humans, but none of them seem to pay you any mind being a fiery dwarf. And after about 20 minutes of walking, you do come across the Anvila Guild, which is a very large iron and wood building. Two gigantic smokestacks coming out. And just the heat, just standing in the patio of it, is intense.
But I don't think it really bothered him.
It doesn't bother him, but you do feel it.
Yeah. If anything, it's comfy.
Yes.
He's just like, there appear to be a main entrance of sorts. Or,
Yeah.
like
So you're gonna see a kind of like a garden almost, and then it goes to like a metal footpath, leading to two large iron doors with a large anvil, hammer, and a how would I put this? A sword on it.
Okay.
Do you want to go in?
Yeah. He's gonna walk right up and Do the doors open on their own? Are they already open or like?
They're kind of knocked open, but you do have to push it.
He'll is it loud inside? He'll knock as loud as he can as he enters.
As you knock, it echoes. You do hear on the other side the poundings of hammer.
Right.
The shop is or the guild is already in full swing. Everybody's smithing, everybody's forging. Literally, they woke up early and started going back to work, or they stayed up all night.
He's seen both happen, so he's not surprised either way.
But yeah, as soon as you knock, the door just kind of scoots a little bit open, but no one
So,
comes to answer.
oh no, he's just like he's doing the thing where you like knock as you walk in, like
Yeah.
he knows none of them are getting up from what they're fucking doing. Like,
Yeah. And as you walk in, it kind of throws you off guard how clean everything is. The main foyer of the guild hall is spotless. Not an ounce of soot, not an ounce of metal shavings, just a singular desk with a tanned orc kind of kicking his feet up as he has a paper in his hand, kind of like a newspaper, just reading it out.
cleaning. Morning. Hell, he sort of walks up.
Morning. Wait. He kind of looks over you. Oh shit! It is morning. Um.
He laughs. He'll getting used to all the noise. He'll sort of he'll hand him the letter he has.
uh. Thanks. He kind of pops it open, reads it a little bit. Gotcha. You're here for Isdar. Um. He's probably somewhere in the back. You could go find him. Do you know your way around a metal shop?
Yeah, I assume so. Yeah, like
Okay.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Be warned, any injuries, loss of weapons or armor, or possible upgrades, all your fault, not our fault.
Upgrades.
Hands you back the letter. You're looking for a tall, green man, kind of like me, tusks, mullet,
Mo, got it.
tattoos all up and down his left arm. Uh, Answers by Yizdar.
Okay, he's gonna. Is there a good direction to start in, or just?
If you see people walking away crying, that's probably the direction you want to head to.
Fantastic.
Show him the letter, and yeah, just welcome to the
Okay,
welcome to the Anvila.
thank
As
you.
he kind of sits back again, puts out his paper, and puts his feet back up.
Yeah. I guess he'll start looking. Said, hey, probably somewhere in the back.
As you make your way to the back, though, there are dozens of forges, like just lining the back rooms.
Like gets like a breathes in, like he like missed the smell.
As you're walking, though, you're watching some of the smiths throw heated material across from each other, kind of transferring their own work. You're hearing orders being yelled out, different materials being called for. Some people saying, "Hey, this wasn't forged correctly." Other people saying, "Oh, this was forged too much. This is a piece of shit." Other people are there's women and children in this building that are screaming out more obscenities than some of the men here. But
Feels like home.
yeah, there is not a single hammer that is not being swung. Not a single anvil that isn't being pressed into. Uh, but you do see a crowd at the back of a very large forge with one particular tall green orc standing in the middle of everybody, kind of issuing orders like a foreman.
Okay, he'll approach. Sort of just there's a crowd around him, right? Like, so, as like are people like sort of
There's some people that are assisting him. There's others that are just kind of admiring the work that's happening.
okay.
Uh,
He'll make his way as like politely as he can to like the front of whatever crowd there is, and just wait for like a good opportunity to introduce himself.
As you make your way to the front, there's people that are um there's people that are kind of just standing around and they're passing money around, making bets, taking kind of trying to gamble their way on if this material is going to harden, if this material is going to take, if the
Mhm.
actual product is going to come out the way they wanted it to. Several of the people are oh my god, my mind's going blank right here. Several of the people are
Yeah.
complaining that he's not hammering it hard enough for the speed of how heated it is. Others are saying that, oh, it's too heated. It's overheating, so it's not forging correctly.
Can I get a look at what's going on, or?
Yes, you can make a perception check. Because it has to deal with forging, I will give you advantage.
Okay.
But you do hear a very deep voice just kind of scream out like, you don't fucking understand. 19, good. It is not. It's actually being underforged. It's not heated enough.
He'll just pipe up. Just like, actually, it needs more heat.
Three of the people kind of turn to you, elf and a dwarf, as they look at you and then look back at the material and then look back at you. The elf flips you off.
Put them right back up.
And then as they continue to hammer it, the orc kind of just looks at you quizzically as he's waiting for them to finish hammering before he puts it back in the fire. Who are you? Why the fuck are you in my building?
He goes to hand him the letter. Sorry, that wasn't. Sorry.
He looks at the letter, sees the seal on it, and kind of flips it open with one hand. This is a mountain of a man. He is standing at least 8 feet tall. Iron muscles.
I'm like half his size. Almost half his size.
He's kind of sizing you up as he reads the letter back and forth. Ah, okay. He tosses the letter in the forge. Give me 5 minutes. Let me finish this up, and I'll come talk to you.
Okay. He'll sit back.
You can tour the shop. You can try not to get stabbed by giving your input. A lot of these guys have a lot of pride.
Yeah.
As he kind of like looks back at the material, grabs his tongs, pulls the material back out. And he's like, "All right, you two, continue hitting it." Pops it back on the anvil. As we switch to Nyla.
I got the little back.
Nyla, where are you headed?
She actually is wandering towards the mountain area.
Wandering through the mountain area.
Towards the asylum.
As you wander towards that, the mountain seems to get darker as you get closer. An ominous shadow follows like on it. Valorian, you do actually see her kind of wandering through the not the crowd, but like the morning rush of people both trying to exit and enter the district.
I am going to tell my dragon telepathically to go land on her head.
Nyla, you have a dragon on your head?
She is like, she feels it land on her head and she's like, oh! And like she tries to pet it. Like she's lifting her hands up and she's trying to pet it as she's walking.
It doesn't deny it.
The soft scales, soft young scales, feel very rough in your hands. Almost like leather. As it's kind of warm on your head. You're feeling like it's hugging you, almost.
He's going to like pat her shoulder so it like is no longer on her head.
Yeah. I don't know what you guys want to do.
She's gonna keep walking, like she's not stopping.
You're watching your dragon be carried away by an elf.
I mean, I'm gonna follow, and I will eventually just be... Nyla!
She doesn't respond.
No. Let's see. I think I'm gonna order the dragon to snuggle into her neck briefly, which should probably feel actually kind of uncomfortable, but actually will, and afterwards we'll try to fly a little bit off away from her, but looking at her, and probably causing a little bit of commotion considering it's a baby dragon.
She, feeling it snuggle under her neck, she's like, "No," and like she's forgiving it immediately because it's a baby dragon. But when she sees it fly up, she's like, "Well, bye bye."
That's fair.
As you are continuing your walk, I assume you're continuing your walk, correct?
Not unless he directly stops her.
I'm just at this point. I'm just like, I don't understand her. She was happy today. She was angry the other day. I don't know what's going on.
Your dragon kind of shrugs its wings a little bit at you.
And I'm just gonna make my way over there and just Nyla.
Still doesn't respond.
Oh, I forgot I could even do this. I was just doing with my dragon a moment ago. I'm gonna telepathically talk to her.
What does he say?
Nyla.
He yells in her head, "That's not my name!"
I don't understand. Is that not your name?
And then she yells again, "Get out of my head!"
I'm sorry. I saw you walking about. It's me. It's Valorant.
She stops walking. And she looks around. Does she see him?
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty obvious compared to a lot of people.
Ouch.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of dragonborns that are out right now. I'm just gonna put that out.
She'll look at him and do you have to talk to everybody like that?
Well, I've been trying to get your attention as you see the baby dragon now on his shoulder.
Your baby dragon. And she like pats her shoulder again for the baby dragon, like, "Come here."
It doesn't go to her.
she's like so sad now. She's like, "Oh." But she's like, "Well, I was gonna go to this place," and she's like pointing towards the asylum.
Well, I can't seem to find any place that wants to open early enough, so you kind of come with?
I want to believe that was too high of a pitch for your mic to pick that up.
Probably, but I said okay in a very high pitched manner.
Yeah, as you guys make your way, it's about like a 20-minute walk before you come to the base of the mountain where the sanatorium is located. Are you guys gonna climb the stairs?
Yeah. So what happened last night? Once I got the letter, I knew what was going on.
I don't have your letter.
I know. I was asking what happened last night with the party.
Oh, Scoria got really drunk. That's all I know.
Actually, you don't know that.
I mean, I could see it on Scoria's face.
He
Yeah.
did look very hungover.
I'm like, she wasn't there for that.
Yeah, but next morning, seeing it on his face.
Very true.
When someone enthusiastically says good morning to you and they grimace and shrivel into themselves a bit, they're hungover.
That's all I know. I went to bed.
Huh. Well, that's good. Oh, was there a reward for this? I forgot.
Yeah, I don't have your reward.
Ah. I should probably go pick that up. I was too excited for my dragon. And just pets his dragon.
What'd you name your dragon?
Goomagir.
Guba Haraba?
Yes.
Uma.
Numa Numa Ye.
She's gonna start walking up the stairs. And as she's walking, she does like appear nervous.
As you walk your way up, these are a lot of steps. These are probably at least 3 stories worth of steps that you have to walk up. There are statues kind of lining the sides, carved into the mountain themselves. Different people, kind of in much more sophisticated clothing, all in white marble, also. But as you reach the top, it is a very peaceful, uh, very tranquil feeling area. It is quiet. There are people just kind of walking about, people in lab coats, people in gowns. Um, you can kind of tell off just the initial view that some of these are patients and some of these are physicians. But there is a large statue in the middle of the courtyard with a plaque in front of it, as there are several physicians or people in lab coats standing at the base of it.
Seeing all this, she's kind of like, ooh. But she'll slowly walk up to like somebody in a lab coat and she'll be like, "Excuse me."
As you walk up to this person, he is a kind of tall human, standing about like 6'2". I'm distracted by a corgi in the background. Standing about 6'2", raven black hair, bright red eyes. As he kind of looks at you, looks up and down with a clipboard. Can I help you? Are you a patient?
I don't know exactly. And like you see, she like even as Spring, she is starting to like stammer with her words. But she's just like, I was given this letter to come here, and I'm here, and I don't know what to do.
He takes your letter, pops it open himself, reads it up and down, and you can see it. You can hear him. He's mouthing out the words. For one, going to visit. Okay, okay. Ooh, okay. Yes. You're here for a appointment, basically a physical, correct?
Sure.
Okay. You are gonna meet with Valentine Trelu. They are just inside. You can wait out here, and we can bring them to you if you wish.
She nods.
Okay.
Is Valorian nearby her?
Probably, yeah. She's actually probably surprised if he hears that.
Okay. He's with you, correct?
She nods.
Valentine will be out just in a bit. Kind of waves towards his face. Look for the same looking face, just with longer black hair. Did you need any refreshments, either of you? Coffee, water?
Oh, water, please. And
Coffee!
maybe some water more for my pet.
Okay, two
Coffee!
waters. I will be back in just a moment, please.
Make a really sweet coffee!
Sweet coffee? Yes, ma'am. As he kind of strolls
Taking
off.
M's advice.
He strolls off, a little faster than you guys would expect.
Now, before you drop all this money on this man, and he's like, "What?"
You see him running off and run into the building as kind of 5 to 10 minutes pass by. The statue that you guys are looming under is a tall statue. I don't know if you guys want to look at the statue or any of the stuff in this courtyard. But there is... You both get this eerily sense of calm. you guys get that feeling like you're being watched, but you're also very calm about it. Like, I feel safe here, which is the opposite of anybody feels about hospitals.
Right? I mean, if Lorian's watching Nyla at all, like he sees it, like the look on her face, even though she's usually very happy, she's got like a million things going through her mind. And she's looking
So
through
did something else
everything.
happen? I don't understand.
What are you talking about?
Well, you said everyone was drinking. You're here for an appointment. You all right? Generally, when we have an appointment, it's because a soldier was injured.
I don't know why I'm here. I just know I was told to go here by my brother.
Huh. Well, I hope it's nothing bad.
And she's just like, she's not only looking at the statue, but she's looking around the area because she's just like, this place is kind of pretty, even though it's eerie as fuck.
I'm gonna switch after this, but this area is covered in flowers. There's little flower beds everywhere. A small pond is also there for people kind of just to relax with water. The statue itself is a tall elven woman with two dogs at her base. Um, I'm gonna make it. I would make you make a perception check to read what's on that tablet or on the plaque. But even looking at the statue and the base of it with everything gives you a sense of calm, specifically Nyla, that you haven't felt in a very long time.
You want me to roll perception?
Up to you. Do you
Nat
want?
20.
Do you read it out loud? Is what I'm gonna ask.
Yes.
Okay. What you read is a small statement that says, "Magic is our gift. Healing is our greatest duty. Like those who saved me, we will save others. Alora Asterios." As the two dogs on it are named Jack and Princess.
You don't understand that. She's like, oh, it sounds nice. This seems like a nice person.
I told you I had something special for you. Um, but now skipping to Ignia. What are you doing? Which direction are you going? Because I want to know.
Why don't we roll for it? Because she is quite honestly just blindly wandering about and exploring.
Gotcha. Roll me a d6
Sure.
because you have the ability to fly. I don't know if you stay. Did you stay in your big form or did you go back to fairy?
Went back to fairy.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me a d6 then. If it's a 6, I get to pick. I get to pick. Um, as you're flying around, you're kind of just watching people, kind of avoiding getting smacked by people who aren't paying attention to a tiny person fluttering around. One thing you notice is that people here are very friendly to each other, even to strangers. You get a lot of good mornings. You do see some small children that look like they're heading off to early morning classes. One little girl is kind of swooning over you with like big heart eyes, just like, "Look, Mom, a fairy." Another boy, complete opposite, is trying to knock you down with a slingshot. Misses terribly because if you have ever shot a slingshot, those things are hard to aim. And you end up in the Marcello Magic Quarter, in the south side of town. The people here are a lot more dignified in how they look, a lot more sharply dressed, a lot more, how do I put it? they look like mages essentially. A lot of people here have that very New Orleans demeanor about them. Of I'm going from point A to point from places to point A to B, and I have to get on with my lessons. Um, and as you're wandering around, there is a feeling of magic in the air that you haven't felt since you left the Feywild. Uh, yeah. Is there anything particular you want to do? Check out? Trouble you want to cause?
Uh, she would fly down low and start looking at the buildings, checking out, people watching a bit.
Um, the Marcella Court is a little bit different from Shabuta, where Shabuta is a lot more eastern in its or I don't know how to say architecture. That's the word I'm looking for. In its architecture, this is more based off French and Southern style architecture, very Creole. A lot of banisters, a lot of very cute shops. As you're poking your head, just kind of looking through all the windows, a lot of these people are up already. A lot of these shops are open. Several minor magic shops have their signs open saying, "Hey, we're open for business." You do find a beignet shop down there, specializing in very exotic cream-filled beignets. Yes, it's awkward. It's weird. It's disgusting, probably. I see that face Miss is making. Um, but you do see a lot of just very busy-looking people. Um, One particular shop looks like it's a small fairy shop, as it has a mushroom around its sign, but it does say magic on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke my head in there. She's gonna poke her head in there, I should
Um,
say.
as you poke your head in there, you're greeted by the loudest, most high-pitched voice you've ever heard. As a little girl comes running up to you, just under you if you're floating in. Mom, it's a fairy! It's a fairy! It's a fairy! It's a fairy!
Uh, in reaction, she's gonna fly just a few inches higher to get out of reach of the grabby hands
Um, yeah, like
and wave.
as you wave, she kind of like smallly waves back. She wasn't reaching, but she was very excited. Like a kid with good manners goes up to a dog and is just like, "Look, a dog," you know. Um, as a tall, very tall, um, oh my god, I forgot this race. I forgot what it's called. I did it right down in my note. 1 second, please. Your DM is dumb. Not a bugbear. What's the other one? It's the cow person.
Furbolg? No, Furbolg?
Furbolg. That's the word I was looking for. As a very large furbolg woman kind of looks out to you. Oh, look at that. We don't get much fairies out here. Welcome to our shop. Is there anything I can help you with? Or are you just browsing?
She shakes her head no and just starts to flutter around looking at the items in the shop.
As you look around, it's very well labeled. This is a herbs and like a magical herb shop. You're getting very different mushrooms, different items to make concoctions with. She kind of just speaks up. Well, if you have anything particular you're looking for, just ask. I could point you in the right direction. We do cater to alchemists, potion makers, and just anyone that is looking for raw materials to make wet stuff with.
Stuff.
Right stuff.
I didn't quite hear that. What'd you say?
Oh, just
Wet
like
stuff.
they make anything that's with wet stuff. So like potions, alchemy, poisons. They
Ooh,
have all
well.
of that.
No, yeah, that's right.
This shop was made for someone else. Just FYI.
Yeah, Ignia just kind of loses interest in that and gives a wave before moving on.
They both wave kind of politely as the little girl kind of looks defeated at the fact that she didn't get to touch a fairy. But as you're leaving, you can hear the mother just kind of tell her, like, you can't go running up to people like that. It's very disrespectful. Um, and as you move on, you notice a very large building. Like, even however low you're flying, there's a large tower just always in your eyesight, like in your peripheral.
Fly towards that.
Okay. I will get back to that because that's a big thing too.
Okay.
Scoria,
Okay.
as you're walking around the guild hall, Isdar finally comes up to you. So you are. I have your note. I have your dad's name. You are Vesta's son, correct?
Yeah, that's my mother's name.
Okay. Hagram's also right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Indeed.
Hagram's an old friend. Uh, if he sent you here, great for you. If you are you looking to join?
Yeah, indeed, yes.
Okay. Any particular
I
interests? What kind of foraging are you looking to make?
Well, I need a bit of practice with my smithing itself. Uh, First thing I learned was stonework. I've been practicing metalwork, but I still need a bit more work at it.
We could teach you anything from ruin carving to advanced materials making.
I was doing a bit of personal research into runes and the possible applications they might have in combat.
Ruin combat. We have a book on that somewhere in here. We have a specialist if you are looking for that.
Mhm.
Okay. Give me 1 second as he kind of just wanders off and comes back with a elderly man. This is Derek.
Not who I was expecting.
No one expects Derek. But here's our master runesmith. He can teach you anything about anything with runes.
Mhm.
As for forging, yeah, you're welcome always to use one of our forges if one's available. If
Yeah.
one's not, yeah, if one's not available, you can leave your hammer on it, and that's dibs. That's next dibs,
What's
honestly.
next? Yeah, that's fair.
Um, do you have any particular god you pray to? We can add it to the shrine.
I mean, same as my father. I think I had Hesperus.
All right, cool.
I feel like if there's not a shrine to Hesperus in the fucking
Oh,
crafting,
there's a shrine.
there
There's a
kill
there's a keg in front of it that is perpetually on fire.
approved. Approved.
Um, yeah. We're gonna have a brand new contest, not a contest, a lesson. If you're willing to sit down and audit it, at least.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
Do you have an ID on you?
Yes. He'll pull out the ID.
Looks at it. Kind of looks a little disappointed. Your first guild's them.
My mother's idea.
Yeah,
She's old.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. As he kind of takes out a little stamp and clicks it on the ID itself. You now have a temporary Anvila membership. All right. Now, what I need you to do,
Hmm?
first lesson, and this he kind of turns around. Anybody else that's a prospect? First lesson for all of you. Make me a chain, and we'll see where you go from there. So I need you to make an intelligence a D20 roll. Add your intelligence and your proficiency.
Okay. I really wish they would add tools to like rolls. Yeah, intelligence. Intelligence plus proficiency, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so this will just be added 3 too. Oh fuck! I'm gonna use my inspiration on that one.
You do have an inspiration that you've never used.
Yeah, I'm using that. Yeah. There you go. That's a little better. So that would
15.
be +2, so that'd be 17.
So with that 17, you have the knowledge of what type of material would make a good chain as you get started. I will let you roll a d20, just a flat d20, and that's going to determine how many hours it's going to take you to build a full chain.
Okay.
As Scoria is now a prospect member of the Anvila Guild, we're going to switch to M.
I'm gonna.
M is ordering cold medication for her sick child. She's just gonna be sitting on the bench, and she
People
may
watching.
pop open one of her poisons and like take a exploratory sip on it just to see. It should not affect her, but
Which
not a
poison?
special one.
Okay. No, I meant like which poison, because now you have a special condition from. Or is it a basic poison?
Just a basic poison.
Um,
Like she's doing quality tests to make sure that it's like at the level that she wants it to be at.
as you're sitting there taking a sip of what could kill somebody, what did you made this poison just regularly, right?
Uh, like, are you asking if this is one of my specialty poisons?
No, like
Yeah.
like it was just like a quick whip up of poison.
Yes.
You get the small taste of lime in this poison. As it goes down, you do feel a tickle, and you assume this would be what would be starting the poison condition for people, but no. You assume it
But it
worked.
tasted like lime.
Yes.
So she's probably gonna pour it out. Like pour out the rest of the bottle.
As you pour out the bottle, do you pour it on the bench or the floor?
Floor. I don't want to sit in poison.
Okay. It sizzles a little bit. As people are walking by, a couple people just kind of walk by and look at it, and then look at you, and then kept walking. As a tall man sits next to you on your bench.
I'm sorry, did you say bald or tall?
Tall.
Tall.
I heard
he
both
could be,
too.
he could be both. He could
Hold
be
on,
tall and
I'm
bold.
looking at his description.
Mr. Clean just sits next to her.
Nope, not bald.
Does he smell like pine
That is a Mr. Clean. You
Wait,
know, I
Mr.
think that
Clean,
would
not
work
pine
quite
solid.
well on laundry.
Listen, I've been looking for a new type of bleach.
And you just drank some.
Sorry.
It doesn't work on her. But as he sits down, he's kind of just staring at you.
I'm not
Eyeball it.
staring back.
But you do feel this set of eyes on you.
Okay.
Time passes and he's just sitting there staring at you the entire time.
I think M would eventually just get up and walk away.
As you get up and walk away, he does speak out. Ozil told me you were rude, but this is a little bit too much. Ozil's your former boss. Or, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The guy that you used to work with in Marygrove.
Oh, you told me to read this and I didn't. Sorry. Oh, she didn't work with him. Oh, so she wouldn't stop. She just sold stuff to him.
You hear a voice in your head just call out, you know, you were looking for Tiberius. He comes in front of you, and you walk away. That's pretty rude.
That's the guy that was talking with me?
Yes.
But I hear it. Then I would
You
turn
hear it
around.
in your head.
I don't think she would acknowledge that. But I would turn around and I would hand him the letter and then walk off. Like the one that I've been holding for him. I'm sure it's on me somewhere.
He looks at it, looks at you, watches you start walking away. I know where Sage is at.
I don't know if I trust him though. Let's roll.
You can roll an insight. Yeah,
I, oh,
that would be an
okay.
insight roll if you trust him or
I
not.
was gonna just roll to see if she reacted,
Oh,
not if
okay.
she. Okay. Do you want me to roll insight?
No, you don't have to.
That's a 9, so she would not.
She wouldn't trust him.
Mm-mm.
As you're walking away, this itching feeling comes in your head. I actually look up his. I have his stat sheet in front of me.
Got you.
If you want to know where your friend's at, or you have any questions about him, Ozil told me what gang he runs with. I can introduce you to them, but I can't introduce you to him. As the itching feeling stops in your head.
Um, I've walked away at this point,
Hmm.
so I'm gonna start trying to find people from the party.
Which direction do you go?
Left.
You're heading towards Harbor Town. Okay. Um, Now switching back to people. 10 minutes pass by, Nyla, Valorian, as you guys are waiting there. The drinks have been dropped off. You were both given good cups, while a small dish was given for you for your drink, Valorian. Your water has lemon in it. His has a almost kind of burnt apple in it. Uh, Nyla, this is more sugar than coffee.
Hell yeah. My favorite kind of coffee.
This is if that meme of diabetes was a cup, that's what this would be.
And she's drinking it real quick.
It is also cooled. It is not hot. It is, but it makes your chest feel warm. As after ten,
Blasphemy.
as after
Fucking
10,
magic coffee.
after 10 minutes, the man comes up to you, guys. Which one's Nyla, or which one do I need to talk to?
Nyla's not my name.
That would be you then. Okay. Hello. I am Valentine, head of Trelu family. You are here for a evaluation, correct?
I suppose so.
Um, we could talk inside in the office, or would you like to have your have your exam here?
This is one of those moments where, like, not the Spring is nervous 'cause she doesn't know what's happening, and she kind of was apprehensive about coming here in the first place. So she's gonna grab Valorian's arm. She's like, as long as he's with me.
Guests are more than welcome if the patient requires it.
Yep, sure, yes.
Okay.
And she'll follow him so long as Valorian is allowed to come because she trusts Valorian more than she trusts the stranger right now.
Please follow me as he kind of turns around and starts walking away. Valorian, you notice as he's turning around, um, he has a clipboard and he's already writing stuff down.
Probably just normal. Oh, alright.
Valorian, but you do know this. To get an just a direct appointment with any member of the guild is very hard to come by. Um,
So, would I think it's difficult because I sort of belong to a militaristic kind of guild?
a lot of favors had to be pulled, essentially. Like just knowing how He's a member of what's called the 12 families for you. He is not just the head of a guild; he is the head of a family, which makes this whole exchange make you feel like, who the hell did Nyla? Who the hell is Nyla that she got that kind of influence to call that? Like to call him
Yes,
personally down.
the 20 families. I remember now. You're speaking to the 7 intelligence dragonborn.
As he's best described as like, if you wanted to know who ran the city, this is one of the guys who's in charge of the city. And Valorian, with his minimal intelligence, understands at least that.
No. I think he just keeps to himself. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, as you guys enter, the building inside is very clean as well. It is kind of loud in here. There's people shouting, obviously asking for medical supplies, but no one here feels distressed. Like the opposite of a hospital where everybody's kind of running around trying to save people. There's no signs of panic in a lot of these doctors' faces. The guy that's leading you is very dignified in his walk. A lot of people are bowing to him as he walks by, and looking at you guys with surprise as like you were being led by him. He does turn around periodically, and just to make sure you guys are there, and looks at you, Nyla. So, how are you enjoying now, Mora? Is there any preferences? Is there anything wrong? Is there anything you were allergic to? Have you been injured recently? Have you died recently?
Define death.
You see him writing. He's walking backwards now as he's looking at you, writing stuff down. I would define death as you lose your life. He looks at Valorian. Has she died recently?
She was close to death, but we were able to save her.
Okay, near death. And have you been sick recently? Have you had any allergies?
No. And she, like, he sees it. She's not even looking at him. She's looking around the building.
As you look around the building, there's a lot of questionable people. There's a... Oh my god, I forgot the name of this person. I forgot the name of his race. There's a Leonin that is there, kind of like with a gash across his forehead, has bandages, as you see 2 orcs trying to hold him down as he's kind of going crazy. You do see a elderly woman kind of arguing with someone about her prescription not being refilled properly. In all these exam rooms, you're just seeing a very mixed breed of people. But at no point do you feel any anxiety of, like, oh, they're hurting people. Everybody here is calmer than they should be.
Well, she told him no, so...
It kind of just writes that down. My office is just up here. Do you have any weapons on you? Any armor on?
She looks down on herself and she's like, yeah, I got stuff.
If you have any weapons or armor, can your compatriot here hold them for you? You can still wear your natural or your regular clothing. Just armor tends to interfere with our exams.
Sure. If you want me to hold them.
Feels kind of nervous about this.
They're gonna be in the same room, just FYI. He just has to hold them off to the side. We do have a desk we could put it on as well.
Does a druid actually have any armor?
Yeah, you just can't wear metal armor. as a druid. You
Yeah, she's wearing leather armor right now. So does he need her to take that off?
He looks at you up and down. Leather armor, yes. Any armor, truthfully. If it was just a robe, it's fine, but armor that constricts or compresses down can throw off the readings.
She's like, fine. And she starts like taking off her armor, and she does make it a point to leave Q's coat on and the coat of calming.
Ah,
Or the robe of calming.
he kind of turns away just to give you a second, just in case you guys take off any particular armors. But after, I would say about 5 minutes, he turns back around. Please step in my office. There's going to be a magical circle on the floor. Please step into that. And
What
we'll
is this
begin.
magic circle gonna do?
It's going to read your heart rate, if you have any heart disease, anything like that.
I'm perfectly healthy. Why we gotta do this? And like she just like she has a bounce in her step. Even if she feels nervous still, like she has a bounce in her step as she goes in.
As you step in, the magical circle lights up. He takes a crystal from the wall as he kind of holds it over you and kind of does like a once over with like those metal detector wands. Can you please remove your cloak? It's kind of throwing off our readings.
She shakes her head. And like she holds onto the cloak.
I promise you, we will return all your stuff. This exam takes 3 minutes at most.
She hesitantly takes it off.
As you take it off, you can see on the floor, Valorian, a couple of the ruins in the magic circle change colors. The crystal itself also changes colors. As he kind of writes down more notes. Okay, you can put your stuff back on. As he kind of sits you down, it starts asking you the psychiatrist questions of, have you had any traumatic events happen recently? Have you experienced any kinds of psychological episodes?
He tells him no to that question.
Okay, okay. Next question, and this was in the note that was given. It was stated that you have several personalities, correct?
I just have me.
He kind of looks at Valorian, looks back at you, writes down something.
personalities not aware of each other.
I have never noticed.
The one person we didn't need to bring to this examination was the one that was brought.
Well, I was going in the opposite direction. It's like,
He kind of looks at both of you. Okay. I take it you're adventurers, correct?
Yes, sir.
who else would answer the question, "Have you died recently?" to define death? Would be a fucking adventurer. The only one who would say that. Be like,
Oh, you were gonna learn something today. But he looks at all of you guys. Alright, both of you. Okay. Now, this next part is kind of invasive. I apologize ahead of time. Any sexual history?
No.
What's sex?
oh no! Oh god!
Valerian, we told you we'd take you there later.
I am so confused.
I want you to know the physician is just looking at you, Valorian. And he's just holding his pen and kind of just looks back.
He
Not
doesn't know what those are
trying
either.
to process that. Okay, no sex. Have you come in contact with a poltergeist, possessive spirit, archfey, lich, and or celestial being?
Nope.
I feel like this was not the
Uh,
reason to do this appointment.
uh,
Now is just saying no to everything because she feels like she's like,
no, no, I
no.
have not. I just praying count.
Having your prayers answered does not count. Good for you, though. I wish we all had our prayers answered. Lastly, and I have to ask this, does your family have any history of disease, um, any super traumatic events from your family?
Well, I'm part of the Drake Wardens, so you tell me.
Oh god.
He's like tunnel visioning you, Nyla. Just try to block that out.
She debates this question, but she goes, no.
Okay. Um, I want you to know I've been rolling insight this entire time. It's been really good insight rolls. Okay. I have a brief image. I still have to check the analysis from the magic circle and the crystal. If possible, can you return in a couple days?
She's just looking at it and she goes, okay.
Okay. Can I have your ID, please?
She gives him her ID and she goes, that's not my name. And she's pointing at the word Nyla.
As you hand the ID, Valorian, you notice that it's a green ID compared to the red ID that was seen last time.
Wait a minute.
He looks at it, kind of writes something down on his clipboard, hands it back to you. I will send mail to the Hunters Guild for a bill, and also when you can come in for the results, if that's fine with both of you.
That's fine with me. He ain't got nothing to do with it. He's just with me.
Very well. Do you have any questions for me, or do you have any concerns?
Yeah, why'd you ask all those questions?
It is normal to get a base reading for all the... Wait. Do you not know how a examination works?
No.
He looks at Valorian and just doesn't even try bothering asking you. I will
Not
send...
asking the man who just asked what sex was.
I will
I know
send...
that prostitutes are good people.
Many of them are, young one. I will send word to your guild leader or to Poppy as soon as I can. Please come back for your results. Do you need me to help show you the way out?
No, I can get lost just fine on my own.
If you have
Eh.
any, if you do get lost, please look for the people in the white coats. They can help escort you out of the building.
She nods as she's just like, yeah, and I'm out.
He gets up, opens his door for you guys, lets you out. Do you guys plan to wander the building, or are you guys just gonna try to leave?
I mean, she's gonna try and leave, but she's probably going to get lost.
Roll. I'm gonna say this, because Valorian's with you. You won't get lost easily, but roll me a. Just roll me a flat intelligence check. You don't get lost, but you do somehow end up in the cafeteria.
Like, Lorian, food!
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying to get some food all day.
We can feed your little dragon!
Yes, Hopefully, it doesn't devour all the meat.
Dragging Basilla
As
to
you
the
guys get
next
food, it's going to cost you 5 silver. And they give you a prepared platter. But switching to Ignia. Ignia flying towards the high tower in the Marcella Quarter. As you start flying to it, you were seeing more and more people kind of gathered in crowds. A small portal at the base of this tower, though, is the most eye-catching thing. But you're seeing people that appear to be in uniform, kind of entering this portal in groups. Is there anything you want to do with that?
She would try to follow them into the portal.
As you begin to follow, you are stopped magically. Kind of like, you know when you play a video game and you can't go to a certain area because you're not high enough level? You got the magic wall stopping you. As you hear a shrill, elderly voice just kind of yell up at you. Are you a student?
No.
Alright, can you come down here?
You just kind of press it against the invisible wall.
It feels like Jello. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's kind of permeable down as it pops back at you.
She just kind of stares quizzically at it before looking down at the very old person and waving at him.
What you see is a very I don't know how to describe him. Almost like a hag-looking creature. You see two small horns popping out under their hood as they look up at you. If you're not a student, you can't enter. That's the rules of Strixbloom.
What?
The academy?
What academy?
Do you not know about the Strixbloom Academy? The magical and martial academy that is famous in 4 different continents?
I do now.
Who are you?
Are you looking to be a student? Are you looking to learn?
No.
Okay. Do you want to know about the academy?
You just told me about it.
Oh, there's more than that. Oh, I dropped a dice.
She's gonna fly down to get within eye level of.
Oh, if you have any questions, this pamphlet has information. As she kind of hands you a pamphlet that is 3 times your size.
She just stares at it for a minute, scratching her head.
This has all the information for the school, what it requires to get in, what kind of classes you could take, and what you can expect to be as a student at Strixbloom. I dropped another dice.
Stop dropping dice. Come on.
They fall out of my hand, okay?
Well,
Playing with you dice. I'm assuming it's not very heavy since it's paper, so she could still probably lift it, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
as soon as you grab it too, it kind of changes size to fit you.
Okay.
And if you open it up and read it, it literally is, as she says, it details what Strixbloom is, which is a ancient magical academy, related to Strixhaven. They teach you anything from spells to magical rituals to teaching people how to martially be better. So if you're a fighter, they can teach you how to be a better fighter. It also says in bold letter, this is where Justicars are made. As you hear a familiar voice call out to you behind you.
She pauses from reading and then just kind of turns around and looks.
And you notice a young, human-looking man, blonde, for some reason now has a scruggly beard, kind of a very messy beard, like 5 o'clock shadow, and a young elf woman next to him, kind of just waving at you.
Ignia waves back and goes down to say hello.
Tarkin kind of walks up to you. It's good to see you. It's only been a day, but like, not even a day, right?
And just remind them they left their shit in the back of our carriage.
Like she's got to remember that.
Well,
You gotta remember if the carriage is still there.
oh, that's I don't know.
She just
Sorry,
nods at
hungover
that.
wasn't-
Yep, it's been a day.
What are you doing here at the academy? I thought you guys were hunters.
I don't know. I
Sonia kind of speaks up. If you're trying to join the academy, you need a letter of recommendation. Just FYI. If you're
I just saw the tower.
they kind of both look up, look down at you. That makes a lot more sense than it should. As Sonia starts to like trail off. Well, if you have any questions, or if you see us around, you can come say hi, but we have to go to class. Is that okay?
Okay, bye.
Bye. As Tarky kind of runs off, trying to catch up to Sonia, who is waiting in line to enter the portal. The hag-looking person is still standing in front of you. Well, if you're not here for the academy, you can't go to the tower. And if you aren't looking to be the academy, I would recommend standing about 10 feet back. Because if you're too close, sometimes your magical energy can be drained for the day.
I'm gonna retreat at that.
Fly a few feet back.
Just kind of flutter backwards slowly.
She kind of bows. Have a good day. Don't get your energy drained. And she looked like she was about to say something else, but kind of just turned around rudely to go back to all the lines that were there.
Ignia sticks her tongue out at her when she turns her back.
As she turns her back, she kind of just... You see her stop, and they keep walking. As more and more people are walking by, a lot of these people have the same uniform, a blue cloak with a kind of like a three-piece suit under. People are acknowledging that there's a fairy there. You see other fairies and pixies kind of flutter by in smaller uniforms as they kind of wave at you as they continue on. Is there anything else you want to do? Or you just gotta kind of wonder? Oh, it's another dog.
She will. I think she saw some sweets earlier, so she's gonna go there, even though they cream-filled things they should not.
I want to point this out. As soon as I said it, I realized I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. Beignets are not filled. I'm gonna get yelled at by somebody. As you make it back to that shop, there's a long line. And I mean a ridiculously long line. There's at least 40 people waiting ahead of you. Different races, as the sweet smell of baked pastries is in the air. A large Goliath-looking man with a very tiny apron is standing at the front, just kind of ushering people like, please move to the end of the line, single file line, please have all your gold ready for when you guys get to the front of the line. We do have enough donuts and beignets for everybody. Please do not crowd.
Now, if you really want to attract people, he'd be wearing nothing but the apron.
She's just going to try to fly right in.
As you make your way in, several people are like confused, like, is that a worker? As you see at the counter, a whole team of fairies carrying boxes as you see a large plant-like person behind the counter, um, using several appendages to both mix, sort, and fluff the dough. As you see a large very tiny kinku, actually, um, kind of cutting out and topping these desserts. The fairy's looking at you, going, "Oh, another one. Are you here to help? Are you here to work? Are you here to buy?
Hi.
Were you next in line?"
Yes.
You hear the emphatic, like, people behind you going, "No! They cut! I've been waiting for 30 minutes!"
Ignia just kind of shrugs.
Well,
Maybe you should have had wings.
you have to wait at the back of the line. We do have enough dough and toppings for everybody. Though if you do get to the end of the line, they will give you a sign. Okay, okay, okay. I really want to. I really want to point this out. They only give you veggie food, and Jello if there's something wrong with you that requires you not to eat meat. Miss. Um, but yeah, switching back to M. As you walk through the town, you're seeing a lot of people, kind of like Marygrove, where it's a lot of people look like they're trying to just get by with their day. Um, Getting out of Shabuta, you notice that there's a small group of people kind of hanging out together, dressed very sharply, while a group on the opposite side of the street looks very ragged, and they're kind of just staring at each other. The same feeling that you had in Marygrove when two different gangs were kind of sizing each other up flashes back to you. God damn it, that fucking gif flashed my eyes. But as you make your way into Harbor Town, you're seeing more and more people just kind of bustling past the day. Some people shove you because you're just in the way. Even walking through the alleys, it's kind of crowded. As the day gets longer, you are getting the feeling of everybody's just now starting to get to work. Is there anything special you want to do? Or are you just going to aimlessly wander?
Do I recognize any of the people from the party? Or do I see any of the people?
You do not. But you
And I'm,
do.
I'm just going to keep walking, anticipating that I will eventually run across somebody.
As you're walking, you don't you don't see anybody that you recognize. But you do see something that you recognize. Um, you see a certain mark on several people, and it's just a passing glance that you notice on them. As you walk past them, a couple of them look at you, double take, and then keep walking on their business. As you make your way up to a large iron building, the sounds of smithing and iron kind of take over, but you also hear sounds of cheering, and you hear a familiar voice in the air.
Like from inside the building.
Yes.
I'll just walk in the building.
As you walk in the building, you're greeted by the same lazily seated orc, tan orc man. Welcome to the guild. Do you have any business, or are you looking for somebody?
I'm not going to acknowledge him. I'm just going to be looking around the room to see if I visually see someone I know.
As you look behind the desk, you do see a red-headed dwarf.
I'm just gonna ignore that guy and walk towards my red-headed dwarf friend.
As you walk closer to him, he is surrounded by different people. With his intelligence check, he is having a. He is legitimately going to town on what looks like a large iron chain. For those of you guys that seen like people work out, like they throw the chains on them to help add more weight. That's the type of chain that he's working on right now. As you see a large orc just in the middle of 4 different forges, just screaming out, "You 3 have been here for like 3 weeks. This guy just got here and he's kicking your ass. I need to see better."
He
Scoria,
smiles him. He doesn't stop working. He smiles to himself though.
Scoria, I'm gonna need you to make me a Constitution check at advantage.
Save or check?
Check.
Check. Yeah. That's a dirty spot.
Okay. You beat the other guy. One guy rolled a natural 1.
Oh god.
The forge directly to your left, because it's like a small square that everybody's surrounding. The one directly to your left, which is the closest to the entrance, kind of explodes as you see
Oh, no.
shards of molten iron kind of fill the air. I need you to make me a dex save really quickly, so you don't get burned.
Also a 9.
Also a 9? Damn.
9's my number today.
Um, you get a little bit of it on your arm. It stings a little bit. You're gonna take 1 point of damage. But you do see your friend as he is hammering away. Scoria, do you look up to notice anybody, or are you just in
When
the zone?
he like how comfortably ahead is he of these guys?
Um, the guy directly to your right looks like he's putting in work.
He
From your
probably looks up when he hears the fucking forge explode. Actually,
Scoria, you do see M just kind of in the crowd, kind of having the
he's
M look on her, just like people.
I'm like walking towards him, like I'm not
okay.
just standing.
He waves, and then well, but
Why are
like
you making a chain?
uh, he's like. Was asked to. He doesn't stop working.
They asked you to make a chain and you just did it.
Well, it's uh, joining. Hi, how? It's like
She's like perplexed why you're just sitting there making a chain.
um, sort of like an entry test. Then, yeah.
They're testing you?
Yeah. I like to make things. So I was planning on joining the guild here.
M,
Aren't you already in a guild?
You can be a part of too, I guess.
Why would you want to do that?
I like to make things, and it's nice to get there. Can get training here on how to make better things.
M, you feel
It-
someone stand next to you. Uh, he's in the middle of a test. You talking to
He's
him
like
for?
saying this in between like breaths of like hammering. Like he hasn't stopped. I'll say that much. It's not. He's not stopping. He's going. Like,
He's in the middle of a test. He wants to join the Anvila. You are more than welcome to join as many guilds as you wish, depending on your preference. Are you here to
Are you
join
in
as
the
well?
guild?
Are you talking to me or Mel?
To you.
Uh, I. This is a very large orc man. He's actually like leaning down at you. I am the leader of the guild.
Did you have to take a test?
Actually, yes. When my dad was in charge. I had to take a test when I came of age to join the guild.
Did you have to take a test to become the leader?
Yes, I did.
Did you also make chains?
No, this is what we do for entry because chain's the easiest thing to make.
Looks really complicated. I don't think that's easy. Also, if someone wants to join your guild, you should just let them. You shouldn't make them go through an initiation test. That's rude.
He's chuckling under his breath.
I actually had.
He's still going.
I actually
he's
know how to
so
answer
good.
I
this.
just picture you still going at it, and M's just like, why?
He's just he is laughing. He's visibly chuckling, like as he's still doing it.
And there's several other people that are laughing at this too. Like they're enjoying the fact that you're questioning their leader. But he does look at you. It's not a test to join. It's a test to see how good they are and how much they need to develop. Depending on how he scores, can depend on what kind of benefits he gets.
Well, his chain looks really well put together. I believe he should get top marks.
He is. Roll me. Hold on. Roll me a strength check.
Who, me?
No,
Who?
Scoria. Roll me a strength check because this is the next round.
Okay.
Hi, little one.
You better roll good, boy.
I did.
You beat everybody else by 1. I just want to put that out. Everybody got 19s.
Hell yeah.
He looks at you, M, as he looks back at Scoria and then looks at the other 2 combatants or the other 2 entrants that are still working.
Because the other guy fucking.
The other guy is putting out. The last guy's putting out a fire right now. I'm just pointing that out.
Yeah. Yeah. He needs a little
He's
work.
doing really well. Truthfully, this is more a pride thing because very different armorers have pride in their work. If he can't even make a chain, then he shouldn't. His pride will be hurt, essentially. I don't know what you want to tell me.
And it looks really amazing. Perhaps he should be the leader.
Oh, if the man could be more red, he would be.
He looks at you, Scoria, and then looks back.
He's just like he's
I've
pretending he didn't hear that.
He's
by
like,
the
I
way.
don't know her.
I've met his father. If he works hard to be at that level, it wouldn't be hard for him to take over for me. I will be 100% honest.
He's like he doubles down. He's like
Scoria, do me a favor.
Hmm.
Roll me a charisma save.
charisma save.
Yes, because you're saying that he got embarrassed. I'm gonna see if you got embarrassed enough that you messed up. You did not.
Okay.
One of your strikes doesn't come down correctly, but it's an easy fix for you.
Well, it's definitely like definitely like this conversation is definitely an ego boost for him right now.
But the orc looks back at you, M. Are you a friend of his, compatriot, sister, maybe? I don't know.
Can we go with acquaintance?
Acquaintance. Okay.
Yeah, asking if the fucking snake woman and the red dwarf are related.
M, do you have your
He's my
weapon?
brother. It's on our mother's side.
M, do you have your weapon like at your side?
Do I have a weapon?
Do you have your weapon?
My gun thingy?
Yes.
Your gun?
How big is it?
It's a pistol. It's like a
Oh,
handgun.
then like you wouldn't see it. It's gonna be. I don't walk. I conceal and carry whatever.
Concealed carry.
Guard busted.
Like,
Where's your
I don't know
permit?
guns. Okay.
He kind of looks at you up and down. Ma'am, may I ask what kind of weapon do you use?
Poison.
I know which guild you should talk to, which can help you get better poisons if you were looking for materials.
I'm good.
Do you need a shop to get materials from? Because I know one too.
I'm good. I'm just here to find people. I found him.
Scoria,
Am I
can,
almost done, by the way?
yeah, you can feel some eyes on you of just people going, What the fuck's wrong with them?
He's
Roll me one more con save. You're gonna, yeah, con check.
contract.
Yes.
Just straight roll.
Yeah, this one's a straight roll because someone has ruined your advantage.
Even better.
Okay.
This one.
I'm gonna say these out loud, and these have a +2 to each of them. 9, 15. Um, your chain comes out pretty well. As you quench for the final time, Isdar looks at it, kind of just examines it, grips it with his bare hand, a hot piece of metal, and you can hear the sizzling of flesh.
I mean, I could.
Remember to talk to Derek before you leave today. You pass. As he goes to the next person, the one that scored a 15. You hear a deep voice just say you pass. As he goes up to the last one that says 9. That was the 9. Son, you better find another profession. As everybody lastly turns to the last forge that got set on fire.
I don't feel like he needs to say anything.
Yeah, some people kind of walk away as Izdar walks back up to you. Now, your lesson's done here for the day. If you have any questions, remember to talk up to the desk up front. Mel, out of game, I'm gonna send you the little benefits that you get from the Envila.
Okay. And that would change if I'd fucked up. I probably would have gotten worse. I imagine.
We're gonna go
Look, you're on track to be the leader now, okay?
Fucking work. It's my first day. I can't walk in and be like, I'm seeing you now.
Worked at Iron Fist.
Fucking.
But yeah, you guys.
I also have a fucking diagram in my book that fucking a lot of these smiths would probably fucking kill the fucking half.
Hold on, don't.
He's not.
There you go,
He's not
fixed.
saying that out loud. Yeah.
There you go, fixed. But yeah, people are coming up to you, congratulating you, welcoming you to the guild. Others are kind of just like, you know, good job. Some people come up to you just asking you about your dad.
Yeah, he was expecting that.
Yeah, some people are fangirling over you just because of who your dad is.
Yeah.
Several people go up to M just asking if you're interested in blacksmithing, and if would you like to learn how to blacksmith.
Do I look like I'm interested in blacksmithing?
Listen, we have people come from all over.
He's gonna like try to like. It's like he looked calm, confident, and comfortable while he's in the forging, and all of a sudden, like people are talking to him, and he's like, panic. He's like, he tries to answer like as like quickly and politely as he can, not trying to brush anyone off, but like especially the people asking about his dad. He's like, he's like, yeah, I get he's someone famous, but he's my dad. Like, he fucking drinks a lot, and
a lot of them just look. A lot of them just look at you with like admiration, like, "Oh, his son is now part of the guild." That you know what that means? Now he's gonna show up.
I fucking doubt that.
Yeah, as Derek comes up to you, he kind of just hands you a kind of several scrolls that says, "Read these. These will help get you started." The actual ruins that you would need to start off are on there.
Okay.
If you have any advanced questions, please talk to me later. I do have a commission that needs to be done before
Understood.
tonight. As he looks at you, M, and kind of bows politely.
They give you homework too?
This will help with combat.
As Mel, next time you take a
Whatever
short
you say, dude.
Yeah.
Mel, next time you take a long rest, you can add your ruins. whatever
Okay.
rune you want to your armor.
Speaking of
stuff.
which, I need to do some shopping. I need to find a second piece of. I need to find a second accessory for the second room.
Now, before you guys leave, I have to say this. I have to roll. I want Miss to roll this. Roll me a D100 for me.
Oh no.
44.
I'm so sorry for this.
At least it's on a 9.
What?
I just bashed my phone.
Oh no.
It's okay.
As you guys are leaving, a a large tabaxi, like panther-like man, walks up to you, M, and goes, "Now listen, I'm sorry, I don't mean to make this come off as rude, but if you ever need lessons in how to swing a hammer, I could teach you how to swing my hammer."
This guy's being a sleazeball, right?
Yes.
She's just gonna walk past him and leave. She's like completely not interested.
Scoria, you hear the sounds of something being thrown.
He steps aside.
Someone threw their work hammer at him.
Did it hit him? Please tell me it hit him.
With a natural 20, yes it does. As you hear a clink, and you hear a body hit the floor.
Is he knocked out?
Yes, he's knocked out. But you guys are exiting the building.
As we exit the building, I'm gonna just ever so subtly just light his tail on fire. Does he have a tail, actually?
Yeah, he has a tail.
Yeah. It's like nothing.
There's the smell of burnt hair is starting to take over. But
He's just.
going back now. My two at the hospital. You guys finished your meal. You guys were given a yakiniku platter. So
I want to pretend like I know what that is.
Okay.
it is the easiest way of describing it. It is a Japanese version of Korean barbecue.
Ooh, that sounds bomb.
It's a small. They give you a small grill with several pieces of meat, some vegetables, some soup, and a nice barley tea. And
What?
yeah, as soon as you guys are done, you guys leave. Is there anything you guys want to do?
What time of day is it at this point?
I would say after all the walking, all the exams, it's about noon-ish. For all of you, it's noon.
She looks at Valorian. She's like, "Well, is there anything you want to do?"
He thinks about it. I think I suppose I should go check out the Hunters Guild. I need to get my reward first.
Oh,
Secondly,
they don't have your reward.
where is my reward?
Somebody's got it, but I don't remember who. I just know somebody took it.
Well, I trust them to hold on to it then. I suppose going to the Hunters Guild is my next plan. I was told to broaden my experience with the world, and I was told that was the best place.
You know what we could do?
I'm afraid to ask, but what?
We could take you to. I could take you to the prostitutes, and you can learn all about them.
And cut scene. That's the timer for break.
Yeah, we're gonna go to break for that one.
That's supposed to be a group activity.
No,
Group bonding.
a group activity? I hate that.
No, teaching him.
Hell
teaching
yeah.
him. Teaching him.
All
We're
right,
not all
I'll be
getting
right
involved.
back though.
Everybody go. 5-minute break. 10-minute break. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable
That
now.
That was a good point to pause. I'm glad.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I ordered Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm like freaking starving. It needs to get here.
Holy shit!
But
So I've got Little Caesars.
Well, as a passive thing, I've been playing Minecraft.
Fair.
And I went to examine the skeletal horse and lightning struck it.
Oh?
And now, like, there's just 1, 2, 3, 4 skeletal horses with bowmen on it. Skeletal bowmen.
That sounds unfortunate.
I mean, I'm in creative mode, so I don't care.
Oh, fair enough, yeah. I guess if you're just going to be passively fucking around in Minecraft, create mode's probably the way to do it.
Well, Zoran's making like this big tree thing, and he asked me to plant trees around the big tree. That's what I've been doing.
Fair enough.
Zorn making Yggdrasil over there.
Hold on.
Yeah, I would say so.
So that's the start of the big tree.
Oh, so he's building that manually. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, then I did all these trees down here. And then he did all this in here.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Also, Adam, by the way, question.
What?
Did I keep that chain, or was that chain just, like, left for them?
Oh, that chain is there for whenever you want to pick it up.
Oh, there's an Enderman in here.
And she's stealing y'all's tree. Just one block at a time.
Hello, buddy. What you doing in here?
Just vibing.
Oh, even in creative, you can stare at them without them getting mad.
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh shit!
Well, I thought you had to look at their face for them to get mad.
Yeah, I was looking at his face, but I'm in creative, so it doesn't hurt, so he doesn't...
You don't give a fuck.
Oh, you're playing Minecraft.
I will
My
collect
boy.
that.
My boy.
I will be 100% honest. I never was able to get into Minecraft. It never interested me enough.
Did you play it with people or on your own?
Both.
I had the most fun with it when I modded the hell out of it, to be honest.
I heard modded is really fun.
I had fun with mechanism modding. Yeah.
I'm
remember
really... Oh, sorry.
No, I was like, I had a whole, like, automated thing with, like a fucking quarry and fucking, like, solar panels and shit. It was just
What
like...
did he do with my ender pearls?
But yeah.
I'm gonna be mad if he tossed those ender pearls.
Yeah, I already have selected on my sheet which runes he's doing. I just need to find... I want all of his runes to be on, like... I might get, like a fancy beard clip for him. But it has to be something metal, because anything flammable would burn in his beard. Well, he has to use metal combs for it, because, like, he uses, like, a fucking, like a woolen like a haired brush or something like that, and fucking bristled brush, it just eventually catch fire.
My foot stuck.
I don't know if I didn't eat. I haven't eaten at all today. I'm deciding if I'm gonna eat right now or wait till
Oh,
dinner.
I got my tab come back. Holy fuck.
my food will be here at 8 o'clock. I'm excited.
What'd you get?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, I'm actually looking at wings too.
Well, like, we end at 8, yeah?
Yeah. I honestly don't have a lot much planned for today, guys. I'll be honest. I really wanted to make sure. Oh, I wanted to ask. Did M pick up that book that fell next to her when she was sleeping?
No.
Okay.
She also would never have mentioned Sage to anybody, so it was really weird that someone in the street was like, "I know where Sage is."
You never really got a good look at the person either way, so you don't know what kind of special things he has.
Okay, but like still.
I know.
All right.
Lauren, there was an Enderman in your building.
Lauren, you're making the world tree over there?
Oh, maybe.
Looks like a fun build.
What was Abby streaming earlier?
For a couple minutes, yeah.
Oh, this sucks. God damn it.
I killed the Enderman in your building.
Okay.
Did you see the skeletal horses?
No.
If you come over to where I am,
I literally just got back.
come back to me. It's really cool. I even watched them get struck by lightning.
Oh, yes, I see this.
There was one skeletal horse, and then next thing I know, there was 4 because it got struck by lightning.
Hell yeah. Alright, I have food.
If everybody's ready, turn turn your camera. I'm dying right now.
Choke. No, I'm kidding.
I don't think he's ready.
Nope. God damn it. Oh my god, that hurt. Yeah, to answer your question without typing it out, Ignia, it would have taken you like an hour just to get to that front of that line.
God damn it.
And by the time you got to the front of the line and got your snacks, everybody else would have been done with their stuff.
Okay.
But that is one of those pop-up spots that everybody's like, ooh, we have to go there to get food. Also, Nero and Tis went to go clear your woo.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think they got the clear too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Damn it, now I want Buffalo Wild Wings. Shit. I'm not paying $7.99 for delivery fee.
Jeez.
Everybody's charging that now, it seems, for delivery fee.
Oh, BBQ. 46 minutes. I'm not waiting that long.
Holy shit.
If everybody's ready, though, we could finish up the last 30 minutes, and then we'll be done.
Sounds good. I haven't moved. I just closed my camera for a minute.
PV, you would have had 4 silver. Or, 20 silver. Spent.
Yep, I took it off already.
Okay. But, going back, do I turn this back on? Yes, I will. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Coming back. If everybody ready? Speak now, forever hold your peace.
I'm back. Or maybe we could just type R in the chat.
Yeah, you can type R in the chat. Miss gave me the thumbs up. We're good. Valorian, Nyla, you guys are kind of wandering, trying to find a shop that's open right now. Some are just opening, but specifically for magic shops that would have magical items. There is a small queue to get into each building. Valorian, are you going back to the same town or the same shop?
No, I'm just looking for a general shop with magic items.
your knowledge of the city, if you're just looking for magical items, uh, there was some in Shabuta that were it's a lot bit easier to find. You would have to head to Marcello Quarter.
I mean, why
The
not? That's on the way to the Hunters Guild, so I'll probably do that.
Okay, going to Shabuta, Nyla, you for some reason faintly remember hearing the words, "If you see a building or a business with the same color banner, or like a banner that has like the same colors as the Hunters Guilds, those would be your preferred shops to go to."
Well, when she sees one, she's gonna point it out to Valorian. And she'll be like, we get discounts if we go to those ones.
Oh, well then. Don't mind the strange accent I've received.
I can hear
I
this.
understand. I'm gonna go that way.
Um, as you guys enter, it is a very quaint magic shop. The owner is a small owlin, owl folk, great horned owl to be specific. And he is standing on his perch, kind of just going through his books. And before we start with that one, Scoria, sorry, my brain malfunctioned for a second.
Yes.
You're looking for a shop that are you looking for any type of shop that sells
Alright, sells a
accessories?
preferably like he definitely like you know like the Session Zero, like the bracelet he bought from the water genasi?
Mm-hmm.
Like something that might sell something sort of that, something with like natural materials like stone, or like even like on the upscale, like something made of like silver or gold, like something nice.
Um,
Well,
and as you ask around, you and Em are going from shop to shop, and not a lot of people have that in the harbor town. A lot of it is very rugged stuff.
or like where would be the best place to fight? Like probably
Paracle is a good one. One of the merchants that you talk to says that Shabuta has a bunch of shops that, um, if you're looking for it to not be destroyed by your natural qualities, Shabuta caters to a lot of people like that, as does Marcello.
yeah, he like that would be appreciated. As he like his beard will like ember a bit, like.
Em, are you just following Scorio around, basically?
Yeah, I'm not trying to shop for anything.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are pointed the direction. You do feel like it's. I will kind of shoehorn you guys and feel like it's kind of a good idea to probably come back to the guild hall.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, I figured when they suggested Showtime, it's like, oh, we can head back in the direction there. Sort of was this thought.
and Ignia, I assume you're just flying back at this point with your snacks.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Everybody's kind of eyeballing the fact that some some sweets are just being floated in a small bag by a ferry, as your entire face is covered in powdered sugar.
As God intended.
Not sure which god, but one of them.
Um,
Probably a Vega.
but yeah, you guys are all in the same area. I would say you guys actually probably converge on the same shop, because while it is very quaint, it is one of those shops that everybody kind of just sees. It's out in the middle of the open. Um, Nyla, Valorian, the innkeeper kind of looks at you guys. Everything in here is magical. Please be aware that if you are a member of the Hunters Guild, you do get a 5% discount. I'm sorry if I can't give you more. Just some of these stuffs are rare. Other stuff is considered contraband in other countries. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
Surprise me.
Drake Knight and an elf. Ma'am, do you specialize in magic or fighting?
He
Depends on
holds
the
up.
day.
Hey, yeah, well, what is a druid's focus?
Could be like a staff
She
or
probably has her quarterstaff. She just holds up her quarterstaff. She's like, magic!
Okay. And you, do you have a special weapon that you particularly care for?
I use my crossbow and my tactics in battle.
Not gonna lie, probably Nyla's going around and like going, ooh, what's that? Everything, like looking at everything.
All the weapons, at least, are behind glass cases, while there's other items that are just out. Um, the Owlin just kind of looks at you, Valorian. Well, weapons, I would recommend if you're more of a ranged fighter. We do have special bows, crossbows. We have a repeater crossbow out there. If you're looking for magical ammunition, we have that. That's in the back. I can get it for you. Just tell me how many, each specific one. I forgot I was supposed to send you that. Um, and if you're looking for anything defensively, anything mundane, much more everyday stuff, we also have bags of holding, haversacks, and the like.
I understand this pain because I generally go straight to D&D Beyond and look up magical items.
Oh, I'm not typing. I'm sending you what kind of special stuff they have for your weapon.
All right, let's see.
And as you're deciding that, Nyla, you do see different cloths. You do see stabs. Many of them have different titles under them. The prices, though, that you see on the stabs are some are in the thousands, some are in the tens of thousands. There's one staff that's behind the glass case that says mill on it.
1 mil?
Yes.
Jesus fucking
Holy
Christ.
shit.
I have a couple ideas on what that staff could possibly be.
When she
Artifact or
sees
legendary.
that,
And
she's
what you should do is definitely break it.
she sees that staff, she's like, what is so special about this staff that makes it so expensive?
That is a staff of the Archmage.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I will say this: unless you are a advanced wizard or sorcerer, that may be out of your area of
Oh,
expertise.
I'm not a sorcerer or wizard. I'm a druid. And she does, like, it kind of like flares her magic a little bit like a druid would.
Druidic stuff. We do have some bracers that act as enhancers for natural energies. Uh, if you're looking for anything that would improve your abilities, I would recommend these stabs, as he points to a little bit earlier that you were looking. This one is a druid's staff. It's a little bit more advanced. Essentially, out of game, it's just a +1 staff. Any of your spells would get a +1 to the modifiers or attacks.
How much for that staff?
This one in particular is 500 gold.
Because even with the discount?
With the discount, 480.
She's like, well, that's too expensive.
It's why it's that way.
She just like internally like, this place is too high priced.
You do see stuff that is a lot cheaper. The bags of holding in particular are like 50 gold each. They do have a rack that says magical potions with specific prices for each different type. And you do see minor magical items that are available.
She holds her head. She goes, "Can I get a bag of holding?"
One bag of holding. Do you have a specific color in mind or design design style?
Like he sees her like drifting in thought. Flowers. Can I have flowers all over it?
A flowery one. I think I have that. 1 second, please. As he kind of looks around, he pulls out the. It is a multicolored. It is almost like tie-dyed, kind of looking as it has on the bottom. It looks like a flower bed.
Like, yeah, I want this.
Okay. 50 with the guild discount. That is 45 gold.
She hands him 45 gold.
Thank you. Anything else?
And she's like, at this moment, no. And she takes her bag of holding, and all the weapons that she carries from all her other classes go in this bag.
I'm imagining you just like popped open the top and you start pulling out weapons nonstop. Okay. Since you are done, you, sir, anything in particular you would like?
I sent you something.
Oh shit, my bad. My notifications are not good.
I found something that might help us both.
As you kind of describe what you are looking for, he kind of thinks to himself. Are you looking for a crossbow, longbow, shortbow? What are we talking about here?
A heavy crossbow. And if it means anything, I pull out the ID, being part of the Drake Wardens. I want to see if I could do this in the honor of my recent dragon friend, and he kind of just pets his dragon.
Let me check the back. We don't get a lot of requests for dragon wing bows. As he goes back, kind of like 5-10 minutes passes by, and you hear the rustling of like he is throwing things around trying to find stuff.
Fair.
I don't have a specific bow like that. I do have this +2 bow or this +1 bow, or a crossbow. I do have something, but it's pretty expensive. I don't know if it's about 10,000 gold though. I can put in an order for a dragon wing bow to come here though, if you wish to do that as well.
Do you know the time frame for that dragon wing crossbow?
I have to do this. I need a D12. No, it's not D12. There it is. With the winter months coming up and trade getting a little slower, maybe a couple months at most. Depends if you want it to be a gold dragon bow. It might take a little shorter, it might take a little longer. It just depends on how fast they can make it. But if you put an order down, the first one we get that is made to your specifications, we will have it ready.
Well, why not? Is there a fee for this request?
You can put a deposit down, and we will have it ready. The total price will be 800 gold, with a 100 gold deposit on top of it.
This is actually... Let me look at this again.
And with the guild discount, it will go down a little bit.
How much is that +2 crossbow?
+2 crossbow, it is 150 gold flat. With a discount, it's 145.
I'll do that, and I think I would like your lightning bolts, please.
Lightning bolts, how many?
Oh, about 60 or so.
60? Okay. The lightning bolts are 20 silver each.
Let me go pull the calculator up.
Hold on, my phone just restarted.
20 times 60 equals... That's 12 gold.
12 gold? Okay. 12 gold plus the 145.
Which actually probably goes down to
10.
11.
I'd say
Yeah.
10. It's a decimal point that I don't want to do. 155 gold for the whole thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you want to make an order for the dragon wing bow?
Considering it's 100 for the deposit, and now I am 9 or 10 gold off. For the meantime, no. But you showed me you have wonderful things in stock, and I most certainly am going to need more bolts for the future.
Okay. We have varied types. If you were looking for anything special, we can have that made for all of you guys also.
All right. Well, maybe I'll talk to my compatriots, and I'll bring them over to you. You have many things, and if you have things you can put in order, I think they will like that.
Of course, if obviously we are friends of the guild, of the Hunters Guild, we just have to put a request order in with the Azika or the Anvila, and they will send stuff right away.
I appreciate that. Yep. No, I think that will be it from me.
Thank you for your business. Whenever you're ready for the crossbow to be to the order for the order to be started, please come back.
Will do. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your business, ma'am. As he kind of goes back to looking at his books and just taking in the order. Do you guys stay inside or do you guys leave?
I will check with Nyla. Nyla, do you need anything else from here?
My name's not Nyla.
I'm so confused.
I don't know why you keep calling me Nyla. And she's gonna actually keep looking around, so if he wants to leave, he can, but she wants to see everything in the shop.
Dear DM, is that those lightning bolts? Would that be considered just the extra 1d6 similar to the?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a.
I'll make those real quick.
Yeah, it's a normal 1d6 on top of whatever damage you do.
Yep.
If you hit a crit, though, it will arc to the next to any creatures within a 15-foot radius. But 10-foot radius.
From the initial.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'll make that real quick.
I was waiting for you to get the flashbang ones because those are wild. Nyla, as you look through the shop, you see armors, you see clothings, you see cloths. Scoria and M, you guys are directed actually to the same shop. A very quaint, small shop. It is said to anything magical that is in nature, this will be it.
Okay. He'll go in.
And Ignia, you do see the vibrant red hair and skin of Scoria walking into a building.
So just the beard. He's bald up top.
It's still hair.
He's got. Oh yeah, the beard. Yeah, beard stands out. Also, like if as it starts to get darker, the beard kind of glows in the dark. So he's like.
Yeah. As you guys all enter this shop, I'm gonna call it for today because obviously someone has food coming and it is 5. or it's about to be 5. So if you guys have anything special you want to look in this shop, let me know. And if you guys have anything that you guys want to be made, you guys can request. We'll have that exchange off camera. That good?
Yeah, I'll send anything if I can think of anything.
And obviously, with you meeting up with Scoria, you guys get your stuff back. You guys get your